So for a lot of women, the answer they've been given is, you just need more accountability. But I want to challenge that today because I don't think accountability is the problem. I think most women have been taught the wrong version of accountability, and that's why it hasn't worked. Have you ever said, I know what to do, I just can't seem to stay consistent? Because honestly, that's one of the most frustrating places to live as a woman after 40. You know the workouts, you know the food changes, you know you need sleep, you know stress affects your body, you know what works, and yet somehow you still keep drifting, starting over, falling off, trying again, feeling discouraged. I'm Diana with Stay Fit Wellness Coaching, and I help women over 40 stop starting over by building faith-centered structures that actually hold when life gets full. Today, we're talking about why accountability may not have worked for you before. Not because you don't care or because you're lazy, not because you need someone watching you more closely, but because real accountability is not just about checking boxes. It's about learning how to honestly notice your patterns, understand what they're revealing, and build structure around the places your life keeps breaking down. When most people hear the word accountability, they think someone is checking on them. Someone is asking them if they worked out. Someone is asking them if they stayed on the plan or making sure they followed through. And listen, support does matter. Coaching matters, community matters, but external accountability alone usually does not create lasting consistency because eventually the challenge ends, the coach stops texting you, your motivation drops, life gets busy, stress rises, and your structure disappears. And then women start blaming themselves again. I just need to try harder, I need more discipline, I'm not motivated enough. But what if the real issue is not that you don't care? What if the real issue is that your life has no structure holding your wellness when life gets full? That's a different situation. This is what happens for so many women. They become highly aware of what they're not doing. They know they skipped the workout. They know they emotionally ate, stayed up too late, ignored themselves again, stopped journaling, disappeared from their routine. And awareness by itself can actually become discouraging because now you see the problem, but you still don't know how to build differently. So accountability turns into guilt, pressure, embarrassment, and feeling like you failed again. That's why women often avoid accountability after a while, not because they don't want support, but because they're tired of feeling ashamed. And honestly, I think this is especially true for women after 40, because by this stage of life, you're carrying responsibility, stress, mental load, relationships, work, aging parents, changing hormones, changing energy, changing capacity. You cannot build consistency the same way after 40 the way you did at 25. Real accountability actually starts somewhere deeper. It starts with honesty, not punishment. Not perfection, not pretending, but honesty. Honesty about what keeps breaking down, when it breaks down, what triggers the breakdown, what your current structure supports and what it does not support. Because your patterns are giving you information. Your evenings are giving you information. So is your exhaustion, your inconsistency, your emotional eating, your repeated start over cycle is giving you information. And this is where strategic journaling becomes incredibly powerful because journaling is not just about writing down your feelings. Strategic journaling helps you notice. It helps you stop reacting blindly and start paying attention intentionally. Instead of asking, what's wrong with me? You start asking, what is this pattern revealing? That's a completely different conversation. One of the reasons journaling matters so much is because it creates a record. Not to judge yourself, not to obsess, not to track perfectly, but to notice early. Because many women live reactively. They know they're overwhelmed, but they never slow down long enough to notice why their evenings keep collapsing. They know consistency disappears, but they've never stopped long enough to ask, what part of my current life has no support structure? Strategic journaling helps you see where your life breaks down, your stress rises, your capacity drops, your rhythm disappear, and where you need support instead of shame. And honestly, that's real accountability. Not someone policing you, but learning how to honestly observe your life with wisdom. This is the shift I really want women to understand. Accountability works best when it's connected to structure. Not pressure, but structure. Because if your meals only work when life is calm, that's not a sustainable structure. If your movement routine collapses every stressful week, that's information. Same with your quiet time. If it disappears every busy season, that's information. And if your wellness depends entirely on motivation, that's a fragile system. And instead of judging yourself for that, you need to start asking, what kind of structure would actually hold in my real life? That's the real work. Not becoming perfect, not never drifting again, but learning how to return faster with better support and better structure. So if accountability has not worked for you before, maybe the answer is not more pressure. Maybe you don't need somebody watching you more closely. Maybe you need more awareness, better interpretation, more honesty, and stronger structure around your real life, because your patterns are not always proof that you are failing. Sometimes they are simply revealing your current life is not supporting you yet. And when you stop treating every hard day like a failure, you can finally start building differently. If this resonates with you, I'd love for you to comment structure below. And if you want deeper help learning how to stop repeating the same cycles and building rhythms that actually hold, then send me the word journal, and I'll share more about the support and tools we use inside Stay Fit Wellness Coaching. Great to have you with me today, and see you in the next video.